Okay, guys, I think we're alive again. And actually, I decided we're going to bust out the whiteboard here. So I'm going to erase some of the crazy nonsense that's on here, and we're going to go through a few things so that you guys can get an understanding of some of the changes. And I really want to, on this little training, this is kind of, a little bit more advanced, and hopefully you guys can see the whiteboard. I'm going to erase some of the stuff that's on there. So give me a minute, and I'm going to answer some of your questions. But again, with this program, what we'd like to do is there's a lot of new systems out there. There's a lot of ways to make money. There's all kinds of MLMs out there, companies that promise they can deliver results with this and that and the other thing. Okay. What we'd like to do with this company is there's so much information out there and so many different ways to do things. All we want to do is invite you into the opportunities that we have and how to earn commissions on a lot of the services that we offer. So we're very well connected to all the people in this industry. So when I talk about this industry, I mean, we know the good, the bad, the ugly. What we want to do is show you guys the systems that work that enable you to be able to earn commissions on all these different services. So let's see if I can bring this forward as much as possible. Okay. And I'm going to use this whiteboard to show you a few diagrams and give you guys some examples of how a few things work real quick. Okay. And as you can see, whiteboards are used by everybody in all these different companies for a reason, because all these big business people and all this stuff started right here with the whiteboard. All right. So every company that is out there in existence that does anything to do with business services or MLMs or any of that stuff use whiteboards to basically be able to come up with their ideas and concepts, and then they turn them into realities. Okay, so the beautiful part about business in general, and especially what we're doing here with WL Madden, is that we're able to create pretty much anything that anybody would need for a business. So we're connected to the beginnings, which is all the legal aspects, setting up your LLCs, the banking aspect of it. Then you have the website development portion of a business, which of course today is vital. SEO is a word that is overly used. That means about a million different things, but essentially marketing online. Okay, how do you get yourself recognized online? How do you get your business listing up there on the first page? There's the ins and outs of how that all works. We want to give you the basics of it because there's no one little button or one little company that can just do everything. So that's why we're connected to resources. Okay, we have partnerships with a multitude of companies. We have some of our own softwares, and we point people in the right direction, whatever their goals might be. We get them connected to the right companies. All we want to do is take the distance of what a business owner would typically have to do, which is find the same resources that we already know they need. Okay, we know that they need all of these resources, and we want to shorten that up and give them as many resources and let you earn commissions off those resources. Okay, so the reason I have the whiteboard out is I want to kind of show you guys, teach you a little bit about how this world of internet marketing works and how lead development works and how all this stuff really is put together. So all these different companies that have these systems, you guys go online and you go, wow, you click on this or click on that, and everything seems to take you down another road, which is kind of like a rabbit hole. And those are exactly, that's called the sales funnel. So essentially what we want to do is we want to show you guys how to use the same types of systems with a commission structure behind it so that you guys can earn commissions on all of the different little services that we have, but also on enrolling people into this program. And no matter what you guys do in the future and what type of business that you guys start, these are going to be the essential tools that you guys are going to use. So no matter what direction you guys go, you're going to end up coming to us for resources because we have them all for you and we're more than willing to share them. So WL Madden as a whole, obviously, we have huge commission structures on a lot of different things, but just like anything in business, everything takes time. So even on like a credit card processing deal, some of Brandon's first deals are just now processing. One of these deals that we've been working on for a while is now processing credit cards, and now he'll get paid residually on that deal. The more that company processes, the more money that he'll make on a residual basis. On a business loan, the paperwork can be simple. So if you guys find a business and you guys take them to your website right now, and then you guys put them through that little funding part that connects us to our bank, then they'll get funded instantly, and you guys will have a commission that will appear next month. Okay. Now that bank, and the way that that works is they have to have certain tools, and they have to be making a certain amount of money. So that's why the training on each one of these services is going to be essential, and we want to give you that training. But for now, what we want to do is whenever anything is needed with any of these businesses, we want you to hit the helpline on the mobile application. Okay. So if you guys simply take out the mobile application, for those of you that have not downloaded the mobile application, I would strongly recommend that you go onto the Apple Store, okay, or the Google Play Store, and you download the mobile application. That way you can enter leads into it, and you can send us leads of businesses. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about leads as well. We're going to talk about what we need from you. So on the leads, I can tell you that what we don't need is we don't need leads that are straight out of the phone book that don't have any connection to a business that actually needs a service. Okay. We need some kind of interest. And the reason that we need that is you're our connection to them. So that's why we give you the tools and teach you how to reach out to businesses. I actually recorded myself going into 2 different businesses so far. And I'm going to be honest with you, one of them I struck out big time. The business owner said he wasn't interested in our services, and there was nothing that I could do about that. I talked to him for a little while, and I tried to, learn about his business a little bit, just like I taught you guys how to do. And then at the end of the conversation, he told me he was completely satisfied with what he had. Now, I already knew that I have certain services that could have helped him further, but that's okay, because we're not going to, this is the numbers game. Now, the second business that I went to, when I went into the business, okay, I went in and I have it on recording, but we have to edit it. And the business owner was very receptive to everything that I was talking about. And now we're going to be setting him up with processing and new equipment. Okay. And this was a very easy deal because the gentleman is paying too much for processing. A lot of people right now got sucked into a huge 4% margin on different, when they started their business, they started off with Square or PayPal. You guys may have heard of those services. They're great for small businesses when they first start out. The business owners knows exactly what they're going to be spending. But what happens is that 4% margin that they're paying gets to be a lot of money when they're processing $50,000 or $100,000. Now we're talking about $4,000 a month. So when a business starts processing that amount and they're still paying that 4%, that starts to add up to a money that they could be saving in their pocket with programs like ours. So again, those are the businesses that we really want to, reach out to, the ones that are growing, that are using services they're paying 4% on. And because of us and the service we have, we can completely eliminate that fee. And those videos, I'm going to put some videos, but they're going to be private videos for you guys that are members on how that service works. And that's why we're putting the videos into the new system. But I think what I'm going to do is we're going to put a private sector onto YouTube so that we can give you those videos before the new system comes out, just in case it takes a few more weeks to get everything into the new system, because those videos on how that processing works, I'm sure will be beneficial. But again, just to simplify things, some questions that you can talk to business owners about when you walk in the door is, hey, just out of curiosity, if there was a way that I could eliminate your processing fee and it was only $45 a month for you to process all your transactions, would that be something you'd be interested in? Okay, that's a simple question. So a lot of people are asking me for scripts and things like that. We can give you scripts, but again, these are simple questions that I can format for you, which, again, a very easy question that you can ask is, if there was a way that I could help you eliminate your processing fees and only pay $45 a month to process credit cards, would that be something you'd be interested in? At that point, if they say yes, how does it work? Say, you know what? Hold on one second. You're going to go right to our mobile application, okay? You're going to hit the help button right here, and it says help. And then when you call that support line, it rings to several phones. So if I call it right now, one of those phones is my phone, okay? So, there it is. It's calling right now, and that would be the same thing as an agent call. See how it's also ringing to my computer, if you can hear that? And it's ringing to another phone in customer service in this office and another office. So this phone rings to several lines that people are going to pick the phone up to help you with that business. That's what we've developed for you. It's a system that is super easy to use and a software that everybody in our company, for our sales force, can help you with these deals. Now, as you move up the rankings, we're going to give you the paperwork. We're going to let you close deals yourself. You'll move up from an agent to a consultant. At that point, that means that, hey, we trust you enough to represent our company and to go go out and actually do the paperwork and explain all these programs to people. So we're going to give you the training to do that. But what we want to do right now is simplify things, just like Brandon. How many times has Brandon send somebody through his funnel? All of a sudden, I get a call at 7:30 at night, or one of my guys gets a call. They say, Alan, can you take a call for Brandon? I'll get on the phone with that business, and we'll start talking to that business about what their needs are. We just had another one for a $60,000 loan that the guy's interested in getting a loan for his business, and he qualifies. He's a great candidate for what we're doing. So we can either send him through the website to where he can go right through the website and put his information in, and right there he can get approved, or we can do the calls and we might have to do paperwork on him. It depends if he has QuickBooks or not. So it depends on his business and how it's set up already, which way we're going to go. But either way, we're going to get that to one of our 15, 16 banks that we're working with right now to get that deal done. So we have banks for every situation, for credit card processing, for loans. But I want to talk to you a little bit today about website development, how this whole system works, what we're going to be able to do for you, and how you're going to recruit members. So just the basics on a whiteboard of how this actual organization works and what you've gotten yourself involved with, okay? So what we'll do is real quick, just start with a real simple picture of right here, a circle, okay? Now, this circle right here, let's see, can you see that? Probably not, so let's go blue. All right. Let's see if you can see that. Does that look a little better? Yes. Okay, so you can see that. You know what? I can probably move this right here, and I can move you guys up a little bit and give you a front row view to the whiteboard. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so let me move this just a little bit. All right, so now you guys have a little better view of the whiteboard itself. And what I'll do is explain. So you have these resources. You have WL Madden, which consists of several companies. Okay, so if we were to draw the companies that you guys have access to right here, all right, you guys have access to a consulting company. Okay, this consulting company now is going to talk to business owners for you about a multitude of services. One of those services is going to be website development. This company is called Integrated Media Group. It's been around for quite some time. We build websites, we do SEO, we have different software packages. We're going to get the business set up with their website and all their SEO and everything like that. So that's one of the many services, starting with the consultant who's going to talk to you they're going to talk to these business owners for you about these services. The next service that you have that's vitally important is financial services. This would be credit card processing. This would be loans from different institutions. And the consultant that's working on the job with you, whether it be me, Marcus, John, Jay Borelli, whoever's going to work on that deal with you, is going to walk the business owner to which financial services are going to be best for them. Okay. Now, like I said, at some point, we'll let you guys move into consulting positions yourself to where we trust you enough to work directly with our resources, our banks, the companies that build the websites, the companies that do the SEO. Now, what comes after this, whenever you have situations where you have the websites and you have all the banking needs met, now the consulting position that's where you guys want to need our help, is we're going to get them set up with residual services for their business. Once their website is built out, okay, they're going to need different services with their website that, again, you guys will get paid commissions on. So there's all different types of services in the website development world. And this is where things get confusing, is when people say SEO, that means so many different things in today's market. SEO is overly used, and it's search engine optimization. It's optimizing people on Google, Yahoo, and Bing. Now, really, Google is the biggest thing out there, and that's the biggest thing going. So how do we do that? How do these softwares work? Well, reputation management is one software system that does a whole lot of things, and we're going to give you a specific training on exactly what that is. But that system that we use, it's a software. Okay, we plug the business into it. And if you guys have watched the video on reputation management on YouTube, you guys will be able to get a little bit of knowledge of how it works. But it connects businesses to the biggest 50 platforms of all of the different directories that Google has to offer. Business directories are things like Yelp, Google itself, Yellow Pages, Merchant Circle. The 50 biggest ones are the ones that, of course, we want to get the business owners on. So that is the first platform. After their website, they're definitely going to need their directories and their reputation management software taken care of. After that, we want to do keyword optimization. Okay, so right here, the first service is a reputation management system. The next service is going to be keyword optimization. Okay, this is where we take specific terms that they want people to type into Google, and then their website appears on that page when people type that in their zip code. This is vitally important to a business's growth. Again, we're going to walk them through our software that does just that. Okay, we're going to teach you guys how it works as well. We're going to show you that software platform, and we're going to give you videos on exactly how it works. But again, this is like being students. You guys are becoming students of the most widely used services right now. All right, a lot of MLMs and a lot of companies out there, they have stuff to offer. Sometimes they have one really good thing, and that's all they have. Okay, they certainly don't have a central location with a bunch of consultants that are helping you close these deals and then paying you a commission forever on every single business you bring in, and then allowing you to put yourself into a consulting position. Okay, so there's consulting positions where you guys are getting the commissions that our salespeople would generally get. So you guys are getting a bigger chunk of the commission because now I don't need to pay a salesperson. I have a trusted source, Randall Upton, Brandon, Jess, whoever it might be that gets put into that consulting position who now understands each and every one of these services enough to do all the paperwork, turn the deal in, and then say, Alan, here you go. This business needs this, this, and this. Here's their credit card, or here's the loan application, or whatever. And we just ship it over to the banks, get the deals done, and we can pay a bigger commission on those positions. So that's why this is a little bit different than a typical MLM, because it's a lot more sophisticated. You guys already have a software platform that allows you to communicate, and we can communicate back to you. So for a while, our system wasn't allowing us to put information back on the leads that you were sending in and update it back to you and show you exactly what was happening. Now that's what our system now does. Now the new software that we have tracks all of your commissions, and it tracks everything underneath you. So let's go there for a second. So now that you understand what we do here, okay, the keyword optimization is another package we'll get into. What that means is, I want to be a dog trainer. Okay, you guys know Emily from Canine Boot Camp. She's my girlfriend, right? So now she wants to be on the first page. So what do? If somebody types in dog training in East Rutherford, New Jersey, if you guys look that up, you'll notice, guess who comes up first on Google? She's got 20 good reviews on on Yelp, and they're not just good reviews. She's got people making videos about how good she did of a job with their dog. And then so the company itself obviously has to have a good service. If we put someone on the first page of Google and they don't have a good service, that's not going to be good for their business, because people are going to leave reviews on their business and they're going to say, hey, you know what, this dog training company did not do a good job and they didn't meet my needs. So the business also has to be, able to handle the volume of what we're about to do for them as well. So that's why we only do consulting projects for businesses that we believe in. Otherwise, don't get me wrong, we'll process credit cards for them, we'll help them get loans. But if they're doing something and the business isn't fully put together, we might come in as a consulting company and say, look, we're noticing that you need things here, 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 and here. Why don't you let us also help you with these different services, and we'll have to charge a consulting fee. You guys will also get paid a commission on the consulting fee that we charge if a business decides to take on some consulting from one of our consultants. We would hope that we can get you guys into a position where you guys can do the consulting. Some of you already have consulting experience. We have people now that are joining WL Madden that are actually consultants themselves that want to take advantage of a lot of the services that we have connections to. So what we've done is we put some videos together, and we actually flew out a few different people. Now we have some more flying out relatively soon from different banks to introduce you to them and their relationship with us, so that you guys understand who they are and what they do a little bit further. So we want you guys to understand who these people are that we're working with, these different banking institutions, and who they actually represent, what they stand for. So you guys understand that we're partnered up with some very big companies that are able to do incredible things. Just so you guys know, our relationship right now on our credit card processing with Matt, and we're going to set up a meeting with Matt where Matt said, you know what, I will sit down with your agents and I will do a webinar for an hour. When you round up as many as you want that want to listen to a training about my company and what I'm capable of doing, and they want to ask questions specifically to just me, go ahead, Alan, and set it up. Now, this is a guy who's got hundreds of thousands of accounts underneath his bank that he processes for already. Okay. He's got a software company that allows you guys to do things that you guys, if you guys understood in the processing world what he was able to do, you guys are going to be blown away that you guys have the ability to offer this service. Okay. He's able to take the equipment that we have, and with 0% processing, which is called the cash discount program, other people do offer it, but they don't offer it with the ability to reprogram any equipment or even no equipment at all. They can just have a link to a website that they can process through and not pay any processing fees. Now, you don't want to pitch it like that. We'll take care of that because you guys make money on the equipment. The other thing that Matt has is he owns a software company very similar to ours that makes mobile applications. And those mobile applications, his salespeople will sell for you until you guys can learn how these things benefit the business, which again, this is very sophisticated software, but you guys get paid upfront. So on the equipment, you guys get paid a huge commission on any of the bigger equipment pieces, what are called POS systems, point of sale systems, that we can sell for a couple $100 on a monthly basis. We get paid upfront from the leasing company and from the banks, and you guys get paid a huge commission up to a couple $1,000 right up front on all the equipment and the mobile applications. And then Matt and the banks, they collect the money residually, but they pay you guys and us up front. And then we get a bigger chunk upfront, and they make a longer residual. And obviously, we don't get 100% of that deal. Instead, we get about 60 to 70%, and they keep that 30 to 40% because they know they're going to make it down the line. So that gives you guys the ability to get some large upfront commissions on these deals. And that way, you can also get a residual portfolio bill. Now, what is the benefit to a cash discount program for you guys? So you guys understand what that term means. What it means is this: in the credit card processing world, I'm just going to break this down to the simplest form just for this little video, okay? Now that you guys understand consultant, website, financial needs, okay? Website stuff also goes into marketing, which is going to be the reputation management system, their website itself, their keyword optimization. One other thing that we specialize in is social media optimization, but we're going to have a different meeting about that because that's a whole thing in itself that we'll talk to you about, okay? But I want you guys to understand the structure of how these businesses work. They're all working on the same structure now. There's no way that you can start a business without getting a business license, getting an LLC, getting a website, getting some marketing, getting the ability to process credit cards, and then having the ability to get loans in the future to continue running your business. Every business runs on that same platform, and you guys have all of those services available to you, not only to make money on with other companies, but as you guys start to learn about what we're doing, you guys might want to start something bigger and better yourself, and we'll be there to work with you. We are never your competition. We will always work with you to help you set up what you want. So what I wanted to talk about and show you, okay, on how this credit card processing stuff works is so you can make some bigger commissions on this stuff and you can understand what's going on with it. Because we have agents right now like Larry who's hitting up businesses quite frequently and just put us in contact with some pretty big ones that look like we're going to have some long-term relationships with and make some good money with. Okay. And he's following the very simple instructions that we gave him, how to approach businesses. Yeah, I get calls from that guy all day long. Sometimes because I have two sales guys right now that work with me. So right now I'm working directly with Larry because I wanted to show him how this whole system works. And Larry is hitting the streets, and every day he calls me from 2 or 3 businesses. We have a really good one right now. The guy owns a grocery store. He's got a new pizza shop in there. We're just about to sell him a $2,500 website. We're going to get his credit card processing account, and we're going to get all of his SEO. So Larry's going to make money every single month on that account and make a huge commission on the website. Okay, that's what's going to happen. Brandon's getting paid residually now on an account that he got set up on a deal that came through his funnel. Brandon got paid on LLCs. Brandon's about to get a business loan set up. And again, this is a brand new program. We're going to give you the tools and show you what these people did. Now, other people bought different services such as leads that we call on people's behalf at different companies. And those people obviously will be fine because we have our professional salespeople calling those businesses all day long. So again, there's so many different ways to make money with this system, but let me show you something on the processing. So on credit card processing, let's take a look at what happens. You guys have something called Visa and MasterCard. Okay, so you guys can watch this video anytime, or you can write this down. It's real simple. Visa and MasterCard charge rates for credit card usage. Okay, now debit cards are different. Debit cards, okay, there is no rate on a debit card because it's cash. It's, you guys know that when you guys use your debit card as opposed to your credit card, there's no fee attached to that because you're pulling your own money directly out of the bank, right? So on Visa and MasterCard, they charge a rate, and it's called the interchange rate. And it's undeniably no way to get around it. So any processing company that tells someone, hey, you don't have to pay that fee, it's impossible to avoid this fee right here. And it's right around 1.69 right now. You can look it up. If you look up what is the interchange rate on the internet with Visa and MasterCard, I believe it's in the range of 1.69% right now. Okay, now that's backwards for you guys maybe, but again, you can write down 1.69% because that is what the interchange rate is. What does that mean? That means that nobody in the world can process anything below this rate on credit cards, not debit cards, just credit cards. Okay. And this is where companies get really tricky with their selling, because they start telling people, hey, we can process at a rate of, X amount or whatever. They might be referring to only debit cards, and they might trick people later. They get their statements, and their statements come in at an average of 3 to 4%. The most business owners are paying 3 to 4%. Why? Because the banks like us, like WL Madden, okay, and like the banks that we use, the only profit that we can make is right between what we charge. So let's just say we're charging 4%, okay? And then there's 1.69% that has to go to Visa and MasterCard on any of those deals. Well, there's only, what is that? 2.41% is what's left over. So if a credit card processing company is charging somebody overall 4%, then that means that company is making 2.41%. What does that mean? That means if the company is processing $100, the credit us, if we were charging 4%, is making $2.41. Okay, usually that's split with the bank. So the bank that we work with is getting half of that. So on $1,000, that's $240. Half of that, you guys get 25% of that. So again, everything is broken down by these numbers. Now, what I want to explain to you is that a long time ago, a company came into play called First Data. You guys may hear of First Data a lot. First Data is the largest processing company in the world. So when we used to have a program that we used to do very well with, then what happened was First Data came around and they squashed all the rates so low that there was no way to make a profit anymore, because they came around and they said, okay, well, Visa and MasterCard is at 1.69. We're going to process you at 2.1%. And anybody that was charging more than that obviously started to go with First Data for that reason. What is it happening right now, and why is this industry so lucrative right now? Okay, because the cash discount program eliminates the fee. Okay, what does it do? It takes the fee, the 1.69% plus whatever the bank charges, plus whatever we charge, plus everything else, all these different monies that are made in between, and it takes it from the business owner and puts it where it belongs, on the consumer. Okay, the laws have changed with Visa and MasterCard a while ago. This has actually been an option for businesses for quite some time, but business owners were scared to use it. Why? Because they said, you know what? If I do that, my customers are going to go somewhere else. They don't want to pay those fees. Okay, not true. That's not what's happening. 8 to 12% of businesses are already on a cash discount program. Shell gas station uses a cash discount program. Business owners are realizing that they can't afford now, in today's tight market, they can't afford to lose that 4%. That's their profit margin. So let's talk about that for a second. What happens? How is a cash discount program explained? Okay, cash discount is explained like this from the professional salesperson. Hey, Mr. Business Owner, would you like to eliminate your processing fees? I know it sounds impossible, but if I could get your rates down to as low as $45 for you to process credit cards, would that be something that would be interesting to you? Well, yeah, but that's impossible. Nobody can do that. I mean, I've talked to a lot of processing companies, and that doesn't make any sense, because Visa and MasterCard have to make their rate, right? Yes, but do you realize that a long time ago, 20 years ago, when Visa and MasterCard first started allowing people to accept credit cards, that's when they put certain laws in place that said business owners had to pay the fee associated with accepting credit cards. The laws changed a while back, and what's going on now is that you're allowed to, Mr. Business Owner, actually use you can actually do what's called surcharging or a cash discount program, which allows you to put that back on the consumer where it belongs. So what you can now do is you can offer a cash discount program. And the way that you do it, Mr. Business Owner, is simply like this. Hey, Mrs. Jones, how you doing? Oh, you like that sweater? Okay, great. If you're going to pay cash, we have a 4% discount. If not, here's the price. And right on the receipt, Mr. Business Owner, it clearly says cash discount, and it adds that 4% fee to the consumer. And guess what? Consumers do not complain. Let me explain why 98% of the time consumers don't complain. Number one, who is the one who's getting the flyer miles from the credit card? Who is the one that's getting cash back? Who is the one that's getting the benefits of using these credit cards? Is it the business owner or is it the consumer? Who is the one who cannot afford to buy something but wants to buy it anyways? Is it the business owner or the consumer? You guys, including myself, have all used credit cards to buy something, and we pay fees because we cannot afford to pay it, because in today's society, we want everything right now. So if I go to a business that gives me haircuts that I like, I'm going to continue to go there, not because of what they charge me, but because I like the haircuts and I like the smile on the guy's face. He listens to me and my problems. He gives me a little neck rub when I'm done. I like Sonny. Sonny's the best. I go to Sonny. He cuts my hair the way I like it. I go to Sonny because not because he charges $11 instead of $14. I go to Sonny because he does a great job on my hair. I don't care about helping him out and paying $1 extra to make sure that he can stay in business. I care about Sonny staying around so that he can listen to me and my problems and rub my shoulders and give me a good haircut. So, Mr. Business Owner, I assure you, unless you're in a market that only matters in price, which is not the case with most businesses these days. As you guys have seen, all small businesses are becoming more dedicated to providing something different than everybody else, an experience. And that's what we like to explain to business owners as well. Same thing with what we're trying to create with you guys. Is we guys want you guys to have an experience with us. You're not here because of the amount of money that it costs to join, or it was less than the other one. It's because of what we're capable of doing and how we're capable of helping you, and the family and bonding experience that we're about to have. I wish I could reach out to every single one of you and talk to you every day and give you a big hug, because I love working with you guys and I love teaching some of the things that I've learned through talking to all these different companies. Now, the cool part about this whole process is these business owners learn as well from us and from you. So this cash discount program, again, some business owners are going to be a little reluctant, but what does the professional salesperson say? Mr. Business Owner, I completely understand what you're saying, but I want you to understand something. 8 to 12% of businesses are already switching over to a cash discount program. By the end of the year, we suspect that it's going to be around 20%. In 5 years, it's projected that 80% of businesses are going to switch over to a cash discount program. So what that means is you can start saving money right now. Now, you just told me, business owner, that you're processing $40,000 a month in credit card transactions. What does that mean to you? Well, I bet you, on average, okay, if you look at all your processing fees, I'm going to take a calculator, and I can already tell you that you're paying right around $1,200 every single month, maybe even more, to accept credit cards. What could you do with an extra $1,200? Well, let me show you. And that's when we'll go in and we'll sell them the other services we have. We'll get them a brand new POS system. We'll get them a beautiful website that's integrated with all of their different things that they're going to need so they can have customer reward programs. Don't you love going into a business and then you get a little card or a little debit card from them or something that says, hey, if you come back 2 more times, then your next whatever is free. Hey, it's your birthday. You get a text message from the business that you go to that you love. Hey, come get a free pizza. Come get a free beer. Come get a free whatever. Come get something. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. They recognize their customers and they give them rewards programs. Who sets those rewards programs up? We do. We set them up with the consumer, with their business, with their POS system, with their website. We show them how to do all that. So this is why we want to put training programs that make sense to you guys. If you guys knew everything that we do for businesses as a consulting company, then you would understand why we need to take the calls, because there's so much information for you to have to give them that we want to let you listen to us, give them the information, teach you how to do it, and teach you how to give the information to the consumer without overwhelming them. You cannot talk to a consumer and tell them, hey, this is what I'm going to do for you. They have to do it in bite-sized little pieces, just like we have to break these videos up for you guys in bite-sized little pieces. If I went through these trainings and did what I'm doing with you guys all day long and just stayed on a live stream, and some of you guys that have talked to me or heard me talk to a business owner, you guys know how long I can talk for. Okay. I lose my voice like I am right now because I talk so much. So, and it's kind of funny, but it's not that funny. So, you know, I'm very dedicated to getting this set up properly for you guys so that you guys can do well with it. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of stuff that we have to share with you. And we've actually created tiny little videos to explain each little step that we take so that you guys can become consultants and make large commissions on all these different services. So now that you understand the premise of a cash discount program, okay, we don't want you explaining it to businesses. Why? Because they're going to come at you with things that you cannot handle. What we want is you to listen to us handle it and how we approach it. I will personally, or Marcus will, or John will, or one of our reps, Keith, anybody will get on the phone with the business owner, record it for you, or do it live with you so you can listen to the way that we handle the objections that they're definitely going to come at you with. After those objections come up and we handle them and we get the deal closed, okay, this is why it's so lucrative right now. Okay, going back to the whiteboard, let's see if I carry you over here real quick. And see, let me get this box set back up and put you back up here. Oh, there we go. All right. Great. So get you back right next to the whiteboard here. All right. Now on the whiteboard, this is what's basically happening is this percentage that we're making, okay, that we're charging, whatever it is. If we charge 3 or 4%, every job is going to be different. The money that we get, that we have to pay the bank and we have to pay Visa, MasterCard, this 1.69% that cannot be avoided. Plus, we have to split these deals with the bank, obviously, because we're not the actual bank. We're partnered with the bank, right? We're partnered with a couple of them. One in particular that has a software company that we can reprogram any equipment with, put any type of programs these people want, make them mobile applications that are unbelievable. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you guys, when Matt does this meeting, and I'm going to do a webinar with him, and I'm going to record the webinar, it's going to be very specific about merchant services and all the things that his company is capable of doing. Matt is the first banking company that has pass-through that can reprogram all this equipment, Clover equipment, doesn't matter what it is, on a cash discount program. He can even do a cash discount program without any equipment at all. Okay, if you look at some of the mobile applications like this one, let's see, DHU Thompson, DDT, they have credit card processing right on their mobile application. Make a payment, there it is, 0% processing, put the payment information right there, bam, it's done. They don't pay the processing fee, the consumer does, they save themselves 4%, they have a mobile application. Anytime somebody, this one's crazy. This mobile application has people that are getting ready to lawyer 911. Uh-oh. What does that mean? Okay, so it says, please populate the fields below and leave information. So basically, if someone got arrested for a DUI or something like that, they would simply put information in there. Hey, help, I'm about to go to jail. I think I'm in this county. Can you please come get me out, or something like that? That's basically the premise behind it. I think it's for maybe DUIs or whatever the case might be, so people can have a lawyer on hand. And that's a very popular service right now. People are always looking for attorneys. They need attorneys at the right moments in their lives for whatever reason. We use them for business. Some people use them for different reasons. I can tell you that in my past, for sure, I've used them for different reasons as well. I couldn't really afford them back in my days before I got well and started taking care of myself. But again, lawyers are very much needed in today's society, right? So that's the mobile application for the attorneys that Matt's software company built and integrated with their processing solutions. The market is moving towards everything being built in to one system. So why are we so interested in working with Matt's bank? Because we also are in the software business, and we want to be able to build one system for a business owner that does their processing, puts them on the first page of Google with their website, does their SEO services, does everything they need. Now, the other services we offer, credit repair, lawyers, accounting services, all these other services are add-on services that may or may not happen. They're not our services. They're other companies that we introduce people to if they need to get things fixed. One of the big ones, of course, all of you, myself included, and every business owner needs to have good credit. So those of you that don't have good credit, we're going to do a credit repair class for you so that you guys can decide for yourself if you need to sign up with an actual credit repair company or you can fix it yourself. If you can fix it yourself, we'll show you the steps on how to do that. If you need a credit repair program, we'll explain why, but that's one of the many services that we outsource and you guys get commissions on. Same things with LLCs and things like that. There's not a ton of money in setting up business corporations and LLCs. It's a few $100, but everybody needs it, right? It's a veil to do it right. It's a 3-part system. It's not just filing documents. Okay. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. I can show you what that system is too. So that's why we're going to make each video compartmentalized for you guys so you guys can see what actually happens with each service. And the amount of knowledge that these people have in their specific areas is unbelievable. That's why we can't possibly do it ourselves. We have to reach out to these other companies, connect you to them. Everyone gets commissions to them. Why are they paying out such large commissions to us and to you for bringing them business? Because it's so valuable to have a customer that's always coming to you and paying you every month for a service. These companies, just like any other company, are developing leads through us, through you guys. And we're also going to teach you the most effective ways to do it online, just like Brandon. We're building some videos that Brandon has been gracious enough to say, you know what, Alan? Yes, I don't mind helping build out a system. My commitment to him is the new people that are not going to be grandfathered into this are going to pay for a class. And guess who's going to make money every time they download that class? Brandon is, and the company is. Okay, so now all the knowledge that Brandon has brought to the table is going to pay off when people start watching these videos. You guys get them for free if you follow the steps that Brandon is going to show you how to use. And don't start bombarding Brandon just yet. Let him put together the system. Because if he doesn't have time to put together the system just like us, and he gets bombarded by individual questions, then he'll never get it done. If we allow him the time and we give him the materials and the video editing equipment and we fly him out here and we get everything put in place perfectly for you guys will get to use the same system that he's already proven works because it brings in a couple leads almost every single day. Boom, 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 boom. Those leads generate into commission. Let me show you what's happening right now with someone like Brandon. Okay, Brandon is fine-tuning a system that he put together that I want all of you guys to be able to do. Okay, now this is just one way to make money with this business, but let me show you what Brandon does. Brandon goes online, so he has now, which has never been done before, a place to earn commissions, which is dollars and cents, right? Which this is guaranteed to you. So one thing that's guaranteed is that when you bring us business, and you can ask Brandon or anybody else that's done anything with us so far, you guys get paid a commission on that deal, okay? Now, the new system is so awesome because your commission values are tracked in it, and the people underneath you, you make money off of them. When they sign up, there's all kinds of ways to make money with that. But let me show you with Brandon. Brandon's got a system right now where he knows he's got all the resources he needed. So Brandon, when I first met him, he said, Alan, you know what? I've taken all these classes. I've spent all this money. I've learned how to build these funnels. I've done all this stuff. And then they told me to go start reaching out to businesses and then telling them that I need to do this and that. And it's just too overwhelming because I'm only one person and I don't have all the resources that I need to be able to help these people. But I know how to do the funnel. I just don't know how to do it for anybody or what to do with it. And I said, Brandon, now that you know how to use that funnel, use it for yourself. Matter of fact, if you know how to use this system that you've dedicated so much time to, I don't have everybody on my team that I can dedicate time to building out funnels. Why don't you build out a funnel and create leads for your business? So Brandon got to work. And within a few weeks, he started doing whatever he does. And that's the system that he put in place, okay, is now generating leads. And guess what he does with these leads? As soon as he gets the lead that comes out the other side of the funnel that's interested in one of our services, he gets someone on the phone. He hits the help button. 9 o'clock at night, bam, hello, Brandon, how you doing? Oh, you have who on the line? Oh, you have George from what company? Oh, he needs a loan? Throw him on the line. Hey, George, how you doing? This is Alan with WL Madden. How can I help you today? I heard you're interested in getting set up with some of the different services we might have to offer. Are you looking for a loan? Are you looking for processing? Okay, great. Processing. Let me get an application out right out to you. We can eliminate your processing fees. I'll explain the whole program to you. The way that it works is da 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 da. Brandon's listening to me the whole time. Brandon is now listening to a professional salesperson who's been in this industry for a long time, handle this client. He gets the documents out to the client. Brandon gets the deal closed. Now Brandon gets commissions on that business forever. As long as that company is processing with us, Brandon has now built a residual commission. Let's just call it, $50 a month, $100 a month, whatever it is. Now, this guy, I don't know if he bought equipment or not. I think that the bank actually gave him free equipment on this one because it took a little while to get set up. So I'm pretty sure Matt gave him some free equipment on it, which again, that happens too because we want to make the residual money. But now Brandon's getting this money every single month. Okay. Now, if he's got leads coming in because of his system and they're coming in every single day, and even just a couple of those, even one a week starts to come in and make him $50 or $100 a month. Maybe a big one comes in, like the loan that we might be getting done, that makes him a $2,000 commission up front. Now he just made $2,000 and now he's making $100 a month, $200 a month, $300. When does it get to a point where he's eliminating the money that he's making at his job? Okay, that's the goal. I want you guys to get out of whatever it is that you're doing. Come with us, but I'm going to tell you, you guys now own a consulting company. That's what you own. You don't own a little MLM. You don't own a little, you own a consulting company. You own my company. You own Bill's company. You own every single resource that we have. You own our customer service. You own our salespeople. Marcus, from the top seller right now and producer at the company, is coming over next week. It's a done deal. You guys have been hearing about this for a while. We've been waiting to press the green light on it for a lot of different reasons. If you can keep that quiet, it would be great. But I'm going to tell you right now, he is the best salesperson probably in the country when it comes to business services and working with. They're trying to get him to move to other states and build all these teams. He's coming straight over to us because he also believes in what we're doing. And so again, what does he have the chance to do that he can't do at GoDaddy? Do you think GoDaddy said, hey, build out a residual platform for yourself, and then when you're done, you can walk away and you can keep that money that's coming in every single month? Nobody else is going to do that for you guys, for anybody else. We do that for you guys. Once you build out your structured deals and how much you get paid and all that, yes, we have limited restrictions within it for you just to walk away. Obviously, if you went to competition or something like that, that's why you guys all sign non-compete agreements that you cannot go anywhere else, because we want you working with us. We will treat you right. We will get you paid. We will teach you the industry. We will teach you how to use every single resource that we have. But yes, there's a lot to it. Okay, so we want to simplify it for you through these videos. That's why I decided, you know what, tonight, I think I'm going to give these guys a little taste of what we have to offer people so they can really understand what we're capable of doing. Now, did we bite off a lot when we started this organization? Absolutely. Is it finally in a position now where everything's coming into play for you guys? Absolutely. Is there a reason we didn't launch some of these softwares sooner? We don't want 10,000 agents calling in with 10,000 leads right now. We want to perfect the system just like Brandon's doing. Now, let me tell you about Larry. Larry's a different guy that's going out to businesses on foot. Okay, so Brandon is online, Jess is online, and then you have people like Larry, okay, Scott, different people that are out there going to businesses on foot. Some people go to their first business and then they call and the deal doesn't get done and they give up. Just like when people start going to the gym and they start working out and they start getting bigger, and then all of a sudden they just stop going, okay? Just like anything else in life. If you stop doing something consistently, you're not going to get any results. So whatever you guys decide to do, whether it's with WL Madden, whether it's with some other company, whether it's anything in your life, stick with what you're going to do. Take your vision and make it real. This is your life. We want to participate in your life. I want to participate in helping you guys grow, develop in any different way. We're a very spiritual company. I have a recovery background. I've been through a lot in my life. However, I've also been a participant in a lot of different businesses. I own companies that have done very, very well, multi-million-dollar companies that have grown to very large proportions. Some things happened years ago. However, I still have residual income coming from accounts that I set up 12 years ago. How's that for you? I still get paid every single month on about 140 accounts every single month that I set up 12 years ago. You guys will also get paid on the accounts that you establish now if they continue to use our resources. So what are those resources again that you can make money every month on? Credit card processing and SEO services, marketing. Internet marketing is now one of the biggest services out there. And why is that? Because every business needs to be on the first page of Google. No way around it. If they don't get themselves in their area code on the first page, like Emily, okay, like some of the other companies we work with, type in some of the names of our companies. Now, what I want you to do for a good test, just to show you how this whole thing works, take a look at some of the other companies that you may have taken a look at before. Type their name into the internet. And I want you to do it when you go to Google and go to incognito mode. Because if you don't, it's going to have cookies that are stored in your web browser that are going to take you there and show you all kinds of things because you've searched it. But I want you to go to a clean slate. Go to Google sometime if you guys know how to do this and go to what's called incognito mode. That's going to eliminate all the cookies. I want you to type in the name of some of the other companies that maybe you've checked out and things like that that say they can do all this amazing internet marketing stuff. Then I want you to type in some of the names of our companies. Type in AMF Consulting in Glendale, Arizona. Type in WL Madden, Arizona. Type in and see what pops up. We've only been around for 6 months. We have a huge web presence with thousands of people going to websites and Yelp and Google and review and all this type of stuff because we know how to expose ourselves, okay? We've only been around for a short period of time with this program. We haven't even launched the full-scale program. We're still in pre-launch, and we have a huge amount of support on the online and a huge following. Take a look at Canine Bootcamp in New Jersey. Type in even just type in dog training in New Jersey, in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Who comes up on the first page? Emily. Look at her social media. Look at her professional images. Look at her Yelp pages. Look at what she does on social media to take a look at what a business looks like that actually knows how to market themselves. Take a look at the newest company that we started marketing for in that area, which is the largest dog training company in the country, okay, that we do the marketing for. Okay, so just to let you know that we do the marketing for Emily's, step company, the company that Emily started her master's program for. We were doing such a good job with Emily's company that he said, Alan, can you help me with my company? He was paying too much for internet marketing. And so I said, I certainly can. Let's get the ball rolling. And now we do internet marketing for him as well. Now, we don't have his whole account. He still has some other software companies that he works with. We're just looking over those accounts now, and we're showing him, okay, this is what's going on here. This is what's going on here. That way we can break it down for him, because we know my guy Greg, you guys met, a few of you met a little earlier. If you guys met Greg, he can go into a website. He can tell you everything that's happening, why it's happening, when it's happening. He can break down the code. He can say, okay, this is blah, blah, blah. He can get anything done for any company, hands down. And then he'll direct the people like Will underneath him. And we have different people that are really good with website development and how things look. But Greg is the genius behind this stuff. Greg has done things that you guys wouldn't believe if I could explain to you how a lot of these processes work, as far as clickbait and funnels and all the stuff that you guys are probably researching online. We know how to do it, and we can teach you how to do it, okay? But we're going to give you simple little videos to follow. I know some of you have been waiting for this commercial to be launched for quite some time. We don't want to launch it until you have the system that connects to it. So as soon as you run it, somebody can make a decision to go right into it, and then go right into training. So the welcome video where it says welcome that you haven't seen yet appear in your back office, all of those videos are going to start stacking up. Welcome to WL Madden. Then the next video, the next training video, then it's going to branch off into specialized different positions of this is how this works. This is how internet marketing works. This is how loans work. This is how SEO works. This is how websites work. This is how these are very sophisticated things. They're not just quick little videos that we can snap together. So when we really took a look at what we wanted to give you guys, we said, you know what? Let's break these down, script them all out. And this gives you an idea of what it looks like for a business to be put together as well, because you guys are watching everything that we're doing, and I'm very wide open with how we're doing it, because I want you guys to see the whole process start to finish and watch what we're capable of. And it's not because of just me. Okay. Well, first of all, it's because of God. But after God, and we invite him into the picture, we're trying to help people, right? Trying to help you guys, trying to help business owners. After that, we have resources and connections to a multitude of companies that have said, yes, I love your vision. I want to be part of it. At first, we had to call them and invite them in. Now I get phone calls every day. Alan, how do I get my business service on your company? Alan, can we be exclusive with your company? Alan, can we be the only processing bank for your company? Alan, can we this? Now WL Madden is not mine. It's Bill's, okay? I only own some of the service companies within it, but I also do all the training, because I am the one that's going to show you how to approach businesses. I'm the one that's going to direct you how to work with Brandon, how to work with Jessa, put Facebook ads up, build a funnel over here, do this, put this here, put this here, put this here. Put yourself in position so that in a few months from now, you guys have leads constantly coming in. I don't want you guys to think about this as something that you're going to snap your fingers. Can you get a quick deal here and there on a business loan? Yes, you can get a business loan right now. If you take a business owner to your website and they fill out the funding application and they get approved, you will get a commission that very month, okay? You know, whatever that business loan was, let's say it was $100,000, okay? You guys are going to get paid about $2,000 to $2,500 on that deal. And it's a done deal. Bam. We'll probably take over their credit card processing. So can you guys get quick deals done? Yes, they're actually really easy just to get the business owner right to that page. But we want to teach you systems so you can do it online, because a lot of you don't have time to go out to businesses, and that's where Brandon comes in. But there is a process to that. There's no easy way about it. You have to follow the system that Brandon's going to set up for you so that you guys can see how to get people directly to where you want them to go, so they can see all the stuff that we have available. And what we decided is, you know what? Because we're creating videos for these guys, let's create videos for business owners. That way you guys can shoot those videos to business owners yourself. They can open it up and they can see what we have to offer. It eliminates you guys having to explain everything, and it eliminates me from losing my voice, because you guys can just shoot them a video of what we're able to do, and they can make a decision to call us back after they watch that video of what we're capable of doing, and some of the companies that we're already doing it for. Some of the multi-million-dollar companies like Smart Start Lighting or Canine Protection or any of these different companies that are bigger that we're doing the marketing for right now. They can look at those companies as an example. They can see the reviews that we do. They can call us. We can start consulting for them, and we can take over everything for them, and you get paid on a monthly basis. The bigger that is, the bigger that company is, the more money you guys make on that account. You guys might land a monster. We might start doing marketing for a company that's paying us $10,000 a month to create videos for. Maybe somebody wants to open a multi-level marketing company themselves. They need some of the software platforms that we have that are available. Some of our resources of the companies that we work with that build affiliate marketing companies. Right now we're working with a smoke shop that's over, and they own a CBD company, and the guy just landed the account. He's got all his CBD cookies in Petco. Petco is a huge company that sells pet stuff. He can't even make enough cookies to keep them on the shelves. They're ordering them so fast, he can't even make them fast enough to keep them on the shelves. That's how big the CBD business is. So what have we done for you guys? We're going to get you guys also involved with the CBD stuff. You guys have a free enrollment right into Custom Nutrition, which also has a CBD section with everything CBD from the best CBD manufacturers that are out there. There are no better CBDs than what we have. We want to give you those resources too. But again, we don't want you guys to be all over the place and all over the map, okay? We want to keep you focused on some specific areas by breaking down some videos, showing you how these services work, and showing you how to maximize your revenue potential. A lot of people are selling systems out there that you guys are actually doing the grunt work for. And I want to get you away from that. Okay, if you see systems where they're telling you, we're going to give you something for free, but all you have to do is this, 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 and this, be careful. They're probably having you do a bunch of work for them. The commissions are minimal. They're not thousands of dollars on business loans. They're not monthly residuals on accounts that we do all the sales for you and the paperwork for you. They're not websites that we're fully developing. They're not systems where we pay you out on other people that are coming in. They're systems that look real good on the outside and look like you're getting something for free. But what you're really doing is something for their company and building a database, usually is what the case is. Databases are basically systems where people are going in and asking you to do something and call someone repetitiously and call someone and update something, send the information back to them. Then they're using it and reselling it to someone else. What's the most valuable resource right now? Information. Okay? Information. That's how all these things work. Facebook, Google, all the biggest companies in the world have information about people. They're marketing companies that now collect information about people. They know what we like. They know what we do. They know what we buy. They know what we talk about. They know everything about us because when we go onto Facebook or Google, they ask us, we're going to do this, this, and this. Do you agree to this? And guess what we do? We click yes. Now, how do I feel about that? Well, if you have nothing to hide and you're not doing anything wrong, then who cares, right? Now, is it going to come into be a problem in the future because they have this information about you? We're going to see what's going to happen. Who knows what the future holds? I'm protected by God, so I'm not too worried about it. But I know a lot of people have a lot of fears about what this information is going to be used for in the future. The truth is, you know what? Again, in a world that we live in, you have to be transparent. Okay, so the transparency is the biggest thing that anybody can possibly have going for them. Because if you're transparent about you, yourself, your business, your life, nobody can ever come back and say, hey, you told me this, 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 and this, and it's actually this, and this, and this, and this. So that's why you'll never find that with our company. We let you know what the struggles we have. We let you know the good, the bad, the ugly. You guys have an inside view of our company for a reason. We want to share the whole experience with you, start to finish, and we want you guys to work very closely with us. Now, when this new system comes out, it will have a very professional and clean look. I'll always be in a suit. I'll probably weigh about 10 more pounds because I'm eating now and starting to work out because I've been working for 70 or 80 hours for almost a year now straight on these projects, and I haven't slept. I don't sleep. I sleep like 4 or 5 hours. I do now. Now I'm on a new routine. Because if I'm going to be an example for you guys, and I'm going to be an example for custom nutrition, I have to follow my own regimen, which is 8 hours of sleep, wake up in the morning, pray, meditate, yoga, go to work, do what I have to do, take the calls I have to take, eat, go back home, make a phone call to my girlfriend, go to an AA meeting, go to my recovery meetings, help some other people, go to sleep, start the process all over again. At the end of the night, what do? I review my day, look at my conduct, look at if I've harmed anybody. I ask myself, okay, do I owe anybody an amends? Did I do anything wrong? Did I disrupt anybody's life in any way? Okay, great. I can go to bed tonight and I feel good about my conscience, okay? Same thing when I wake up in the morning. I have to do that because if I'm out of line with myself, I cannot be useful to the people around me. So what I have to do is always keep myself in check and realign myself. And we want you guys to be on that journey with us. A lot of you are very spiritual in nature. I've had personal conversations with a lot of you, and I'm so glad that you guys are all on the type of path that you guys are on, because that's what this world is all about right now, is that the people that are helping other people, the people that are seeking out a spiritual solution for their life, trying to get closer to God and trying to help other people, you can't go wrong with that. You're always protected when you're doing that. And if you're completely transparent with everything you're doing, that's wonderful, because guess what's going to happen? People appreciate honesty. So if there's something going on with anything that's going on with our business, we always tell people, you know what? This is what's going on over here. This is what's going on over here. Luckily, we've dialed in a system that's working very well now. With the leads, if you guys saw and you guys notice now on the Apple system, which again is going to be updated one last time, but now when you take a look at requests, it shows you all your leads that you sent in, and you'll be able to see the notes now in the back office of what we're doing with each and every lead. So now that the system is perfected, when we start loading in the new software and you guys start getting tons of people underneath you and people are sending in leads, and we have a huge sales force now taking in all those leads and making you guys money, okay, the stage has now been set. Now it's time for us to give you the launching pad to start going on your way to making a ton of money with us. And again, we're going to give you every resource that we possibly have. I don't even know if you're going to be able to get through all the videos. The filming that we've been doing has been ridiculous. The amount of hours that we have on film that we have to break down and edit, because the truth is this is very sophisticated stuff. So we took the best of the best of the best on each service. We're breaking it down for you. We scripted out a bunch of stuff, and we still have a bunch more stuff because like I said, we realized that business owners themselves are going to need these videos to understand what we're capable of doing. Okay, they've been called every single day by all different types of companies that are telling them similar things to what they're hearing from us and hearing from you guys. We have to be different. So the next level for us is, you know what? We're going to make videos that our agents can shoot out. We have a new application that business owners get for free. That's amazing. They can have that application. They can use it. They can watch the video on how it works. You guys can now, because of a guy named Chris Hanna that works with us. He's a, sorry if I mentioned your last name, Chris. Basically, this gentleman that works with us is a consultant from Boston. He helped us out. He actually got some leads, and that we're calling on his behalf. And so that system that we're using right there is getting better and better as well. Now, he came up with some ideas for the company, and he's an agent, but he also works at a consulting company in Boston. He brought some resources to the table and gave us some ideas. Hey, why don't we send out some free stuff to these business owners so they always have stuff coming from WL Madden that's free? So we're putting those videos together. Those are training videos that you can shoot to business owners to give them some free information, but also information about the services that we offer that are not free. You guys probably already noticed that all the biggest companies out there all have some type of something for free, and then you can buy other stuff that they have because their service is so good. Why is that happening? Okay, why is it so different than it used to be 10 years ago? Let's talk about that before I end this, because we've been going on for about an hour now. Okay, so, and then I'll take some questions. Okay, next. Why is it so difficult in today's economy to make money in general with business? Let me draw a quick sketch for you and give you a quick presentation of what's going on in the business world so you understand why this is happening and why business owners are dealing what they're dealing with, and their profit margins are so small. Okay, a lot of people don't understand the way that businesses work, and that's why we have a class called Business 101, but I'm going to give you a quick look right now from the inside view of a business, okay? Now, unless you're in a market like real estate, or you're in a market like something that's, got unlimited commission value like you are with us, we can charge whatever we want for our service when it comes to websites, when it comes to some of the services that we offer that nobody else can reproduce. We can charge as much as we want. So there's commission involved. That's what you guys have. And you guys have residual income. But let's look at a regular business, not our model, but a regular business, okay? Let's look at what's happening, okay? Here's a company. They want to open their doors, okay? This guy decides that he's going to fix cars for a living. He's a really good mechanic. He wants to set up a mechanic shop, okay? He sets up Joe's Mechanic Shop. Here's Joe. Joe's a heck of a guy, really nice guy, really does a good job. Joe's shop needs a few things. Matter of fact, we actually have an agent who just sent in a lead that we're going to talk to that's actually this exact scenario. Okay, that's actually why I'm using it as an example. Okay, now Joe is just getting started with business. So he's on a long road that he doesn't even know about yet. But guess who does know about that road? Okay, I do, because I've helped several companies like his with all the services they need. So let's take a look at Joe's little business. Well, Joe has one thing right now. He's got an LLC, okay, and he's got, I should say a couple things. He's got a service, okay, and now he's got a storefront. So Joe is in a position right now where he needs a lot of different stuff, right? He needs something called customers. Okay. Now, what's happening in the world right now is that Google is the biggest phone book in the world. So will he get drive-by traffic? Probably once in a while. If somebody sees his sign, he's got a really good sign, he's on a really good street corner or something like that, he'll get drive-by traffic. Okay. Drive-by traffic is one way that he'll get people. He's got friends that know who he is, that know he's a great guy. But now he's got to use things on the internet. Do you think Joe thought of that when he said, I'm going to start my own company and I want to fix cars and I'm really good at it? Do you think the first thing Joe started thinking about is how am I going to get customers? How am I going to do internet marketing? How am I going to get on the first page of Google? How am I going to accept credit cards? How am I going to get loans if I get myself in trouble? How am I going to get noticed by other different companies and do all these different things that I don't even know how to do? Now, Joe might be, a situation where he barely speaks English. He speaks Spanish. Thank God we have Marcus and we have a whole Spanish division. Thank God Matt himself, the owner of the bank, speaks Spanish. Okay, because now we're connected to the Spanish market, which is growing drastically. You guys have access now to a Spanish division that can sell all these resources for you. Awesome, right? Now, Joe needs more than just what he has, because right now already he's at a point where he needs a website. He doesn't even have a website yet. Okay? He needs a website. So rather than call 30 different companies or call a couple companies that tell him it's $1,000 and never build it, then he calls the next company, they can't do it right, something's wrong with it, it's not operating correctly. Now Joe can get his website from, guess who? WL Madden. What does he need next? After his website, he needs to be able to accept credit cards, right? So guess what? Instead of going to 4 different companies, one company over here, his bank charges 4%, whatever. Now he just goes straight with us, gets the right equipment he needs, can process his credit cards right with us. Okay. Now, the next thing he definitely needs is he needs to be on the first page of Google. He needs a couple software platforms and he needs some social media optimization. Because if Joe does not get on the first page of Google and is not in his zip code, the #1 company to fix cars over the course of the next 2 years, Joe is going to be gone. Okay, Joe will be eliminated because a competition of Joe is doing all the things that he is not doing. And that is why business is so difficult today on a digital level. Never mind the profit margins, because the other thing that's happening on a profit margin level is that his competition is right where he's at. So he has to be in that general area. Now, that's why there's only a small percentage that can be made on any business because of competition. There's only a gap of about 20% in most industries. If you're making 20% with a business, you're doing amazing. And especially if it's doing $1 million a year, right? And you're doing 20%, you're making $200,000 a year, a little bit over that. Okay. So if you're doing, $1 million a year and you're making 10%, you're making $100,000 with your business. Okay. That's amazing. To be a business owner that's earning $100,000 after everything is paid for is amazing. Go talk to any business owner. And if they're honest with you, yes, they always have money coming in. But if they told you what they're going through to have money coming in all the time, they're not earning 10 and 20%. They're earning 5, 6%, and they're scraping by, but they're able to get loans because they have a business. They're able to get certain things because they always have money coming in, and they're always trying to figure out a way to get a little bit over the top. And that's where we come in. We come in and we say, okay, Joe, what we're going to do is get you over the top. We're going to help you stop the balancing act. We're going to fix your credit so you can get better loans in the future. We're going to go in, we're going to fix your website, we're going to eliminate your processing fees, and we're going to get you a better loan so you can get the right equipment and the right employees that you actually need. Because what you started Joe's company with was just some scraps and some tools that weren't that good, and all the stuff that you now need, you need to upgrade. So let's fix your credit, get you a bunch of customers, get some money in the door, and then build your business. Then take that money, turn it into new equipment and more employees, and build Joe's out to be spectacular. That's what has to happen with every single business out there. It has to start off with the limited resources it has, start to learn how to make money, and then grow into the company that they really want to be. The best question that I always ask a business owner as a consultant is, let me ask you a question, Joe. Where would you like to see yourself in a year from now? Because I can tell you where I'd like to see myself. I would like to see WL Madden with thousands of agents, with all of you coming to events with us in a stadium somewhere, talking about the money that we're all earning and the trial and error period that we had when we first started WL. Hey, do you remember when Alan had bags under his eyes and never got any sleep and was losing his voice? Let's go watch that old video when they built that company. This is like a documentary of exactly what's happening with our own company for you guys too. So we share all these videos as bad. When I look at some of these videos and I go, wow, I can't believe that I look that tired and that's the way I look. But that's why I have to show you guys, watch the transformation. And this is what we can all do in our lives, is we can start to correct everything that's going on, get ourselves on track and get our businesses on track. And again, happens all the time where people overwork, they work too much, they don't get enough sleep, they don't eat enough, they're not praying enough, they're not getting the guidance from God enough, they start to go off on their own. And me included, I'm one that's very humble and will always tell you, and people will tell me, Alan, get some sleep. Alan, do this. Well, finally, I've taken that into consideration. We've gotten the company to a certain point right now where Alan can go to sleep now and eat and wake up and then start to work again. And it's not going to be something where I'm working 80-hour shifts. I can't do it. I'm gonna slow down just enough to take care of myself and make sure that I'm right with everything that's going on, and I can look and I can review everything that's happening. And these videos help us too. The videos that we're creating, as we've been scripting them out, we're like, wow, you know what? This is going to help our process too. So everything that we're doing makes our process better, which in turn makes your process better, because you are us and we are you. So we're one and the same when it comes to the services we offer and the money that we're splitting. Okay, you guys are getting a portion of the same money that we're getting a portion of. We're just giving you all the resources that we already have in place for you. And if you guys understood what the cost is on a weekly basis for us to have these resources available to you, okay, they're very expensive for Bill's company to handle right now. So things work in a negative sometimes in order for you guys to have the resources that we're building out, because it's about to topple over and be in the positive because of such a good job that you guys are doing. People like Brandon and Jess, and we have another agent who's local, who's working with us on some ideas that I talk to all the time, Dustin, and we have some amazing people that actually are in different banking situations that are doing bigger projects, and one of those deals closes, we'll all get blessed with a big commission. And I'll just let you know, anybody who closes the first deal where we bring in anywhere over $200,000, I will shoot out $100 bonus to everybody involved, and to the original agents, I'll make something real special for you. I'll have to do the math on it, but if we get any deal that closes, okay, and this is only for the founding members, any deal that closes, and it doesn't have to be from you guys because it's people out there that are working on these deals, but if we get a deal where the company earns over a $200,000 commission, that would be on an international funding deal. I'll shoot bonuses out to everybody that's an original founding member. So we'll start with a minimum of $100 bonus that goes out to everybody, but then depending on the math on how that works out, if it's just like, the 50 people or something like that, that we have that are, at a certain level or whatever it is, whichever people that I already know, are in a certain, we'll put you in a category, and we'll just send you. The other thing we'll do is we'll fly everybody out. We'll give people free tickets to our event to come meet us. We're trying to put an event together relatively soon for everybody. We were supposed to do it on March 31st. We might push it back a little bit. We want everything to be perfect when you guys come out. Now, could we pay for everybody to come out? I wish we could right now. But do we want you guys to come down and meet us and come get together and see everything that we put together and bring you over to the new office that we have where we're doing the webinars from now on? So where we're actually making the videos at the new office, we would love you guys to get a tour of that and to come meet us there, to meet everybody that works over there and all the people you talk to. We have local agents that work with us that walk in the doors. If you guys could see kind of how this place is set up, there's a ton of different, I wonder if I can take you around real quick on this office. Now, again, this is what we had to start with right here. So we rented out this office here. And so let me show you what's going on over here. So this is the office that we have now. And you guys can see that's what a telemarketing office looks like. Okay, we have station after station after station with computers and headsets, bam, 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 all these different stations that are going on. And this is what an office environment looks like. We have 32 stations with people on the phones and at their computers at your service for customer service for everything that's going on. Every single one of these terminals is utilized by someone that's doing something for you guys. Okay, then we have these empty ones, okay, that we need to fill up. But then we have the front desk where people, now this is just for the agents that you guys, this is just for you guys. Okay, this whole system, Okay, and this whole company right here is all of for you. So this is just for the agents to be able to talk to everybody and to be able to communicate back to you. So I don't know how many people have called into customer service or talked on the 877 number, but the call starts here. It originates here. It goes to this beautiful phone right here. And then that phone right there is connected to a system that can branch out to anywhere that it needs to go to. Okay, so, and see right there, I'll just tell you right now, we had somebody, this data is so valuable. Somebody kicked our doors in about 3 months ago to steal all of your information, your phone numbers, and because that's how valuable this information is. So Scott was involved in a system that we talked a little bit about, but that's how valuable this information is to other people. So what do we do now? We don't keep anything in the office. Everything is put into a digital file, into a secure database now. So there's no phone numbers or anybody's information leaking around, because that's how valuable this stuff is. Now you look at one of the offices of someone who's an actual IT person. Now don't get overwhelmed, but look at, these are called servers. Okay, these little things right here, these bad boys right here, these are servers. They have all different types of, inside each one of these is about 1 terabyte of data inside each one of these. We have a huge server rack at our other company. Okay, so we have 2 full servers built out right here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 terabytes each of data. Look at the wires hanging from the wall. This is what it looks like to operate just a small part of the system that you guys have. Okay, so if you guys saw all the stuff that's going on, you have, this is Greg's Apple computer here. He's got a computer here, and he's got a computer at the other office, and he's got his laptops. But these computers right here house pretty much everything that WL Madden has to offer, and it connects us to all the other companies that we work with. Okay, this is kind of an inside view. Now the new office, when you guys see the difference between this office and what we have now for you guys, is night and day. Okay, this is what we started with because it's what we had to start with. Now, if you go into some of the different private offices in here, okay, you have this office here is a private office where Will works out of. You guys have all talked to Will. Will is this gentleman here. He works in this office, and this is what Will does. He builds websites on this bad boy right here, which is an Apple computer that he uses. Then you guys have spoken, I believe, to probably Stan and Jen. They all work in these different private offices as well. When you see the upgrade that we put them into at the new office, you guys are going to be blown away. And that's what we're going to continue to do for you guys. We're going to upgrade everything that we can for you guys to have better. Everything that we have is geared towards giving you guys better stuff. So that's why I appreciate your patience with us. I appreciate your feedback to us. I appreciate when you guys are working with us. We're going to do everything that you guys ask to make the system better. And as long as you give us the time to do it, if you put suggestions in there and we recognize that that's going to be a benefit to our agents, it's a done deal. Okay, if we can afford to do something and it's going to be a big benefit to our agents and to our company and for you guys, it's done. Okay, so you guys are actually helping us build this whole system out. Just like any business that would need feedback from its customers, you guys are not our customers, but our partners. Okay, you guys are our partners and we survive together. So we're going to build this thing out to be an unbelievable system for you guys. And I know that you guys are going to do well with it. You guys that are on these different webinars. Oh, there's Dylan. Dylan, wait, are you, Haley, and the others kicked in the door? Wait, are you, Haley, and the others kicked in the door? Oh, so who kicked in the door? Yes, about, I don't know how many months ago now. It might have been even 4 months ago now. Somebody kicked in our doors, okay? And the glass company is trying to make the right type of glass. But right now, the glass company actually put this in, okay? And yeah, they kicked the doors in here. They threw a brick right through here. Okay, we have a very secure door here. This was actually that glass that has the inside the glass is actually a spider web system. And so you've seen the glass with the metal that goes through it on both ways. That's what this glass was. They literally kicked this door in, even though we had an alarm system and we had cameras. Okay, so we caught them on cameras. So if you look here, okay, we have cameras everywhere in this office, but they still came in. Okay, there's some of the cameras. They still came in. Now, they came in the dark in hoods, and they went through these filing cabinets that we have set up in here, and they stole a bunch of pretty much nothing because everything that we have is secure anyways, but they did get some phone numbers and some names that were in a file.
And so that's all they got. They didn't get any pertinent information, but we sent out an email to everyone when that happened. So some of you that are agents of ours that were around when that happened, you remember when we told you that we had a security breach, we had a situation that happened. That's the situation that happened. Somebody came in and kicked in the doors to get your information and to get business information of businesses that were buying from us. Why do they do that? Because they resell, they take those files. Now they thought they got a lot more than they did. Everything that we have, luckily we have Greg. Greg is the best with security. So nothing was really here. All of the business files that we deal with and most of your data, okay, was actually on a server on a cloud. So it's not housed here. The information is not here. Now, I also have a server at my house, which is even bigger than this one, that houses all the information of the company. It's a copy of it. And we have another backup server that's stored in a location that nobody will ever know about, because as we build up the company, we don't want people to know or have access to any of where anything is. So everything is actually stored on one final server that's in a secure location that nobody has access to. But we don't need to worry about that. Again, that's a situation that you guys, it's all handled. But I will tell you, that's what people are willing to do. And that's what we deal with as companies, okay? Business owners deal with the craziest stuff. And what do we have to do when that happens? We have to keep going. So we have to tell people, hey, this is what happened. We had a security breach, but we have to keep going. We have to keep maneuvering to help you guys, because one thing that you'll find out about us is that we don't quit. We won't quit. You guys are going to be great with this. This company is going to grow and grow and grow. And the partnerships that we're working with and the people that we work with are fully behind us, just like we're behind you. Okay, so our banks, the people that we work with, are so far behind us. They go way out of their way to work with us. We have the owner of the bank that takes phone calls from some of our agents. That guy doesn't need to take any phone calls. That guy has millions of dollars. He does not need to take phone calls from our agents or do a special training for our agents. He does it because he's helping us. He does it because he knows that we're trying to do something good for other people. And he said, Alan, I will take the time. Okay, so a couple of my agents, actually two select few agents, have this gentleman's phone number. That's it. Okay, and the reason why is because those agents are sending in so many deals that they need access to him already. Okay, now those are people that will be put into consulting positions. Those consulting positions, again, will people that will grow within the company in the rankings, that will actually become a bigger part of the company. We hope will leave their jobs and work directly with us and build this company out to what it's about to be. So why did we pick direct marketing? Because we're great at sales. We have unbelievable technology to get you guys to get people recruited. We have an unbelievable commission structure, and we don't have millions of dollars right now. So because of those factors, it allows us to present an opportunity to you to use our resources, the software that we have, the relationships we have, the salespeople we have, the customer service we have, to make money together. That's how this system works. And I assure you that if you guys work with us, I will give you 120 million% of everything that I have to make sure that you guys are successful with us, like Brandon and like some of the agents that are already Larry. And then we have Jess, who's doing Facebook stuff for us. When people do stuff for us and create videos for us and help us and different things like that, we pay them. Because I would have to pay an employee to do the same thing. And matter of fact, some of the stuff that you guys are capable of doing is better than some of the employee stuff that I can get done, because their time is consumed with what they're doing. So you guys that have the time to do things that are amazing for the company, it's only going to benefit everybody involved. And so that's why we want to pay people and reward people when they do amazing things for the company. We want to recognize them. Okay, so people that are working so hard within the company, Scott Stoddard, we have all these different agents that are out there. I could name you all, name by name, but we'd be sitting here all night. But the fact is, we appreciate all the work that everybody's putting in. We want to teach you the most effective way to bring the leads in, so that way your time is not wasted, but it's used in a valuable way. And I wish that we had the tools that we're about to give you in the next few weeks 2 months ago. when we said, hey, we're going to launch this on this date. I will apologize again for the delay in the software that we're giving you. But when we launch this part of the program, I don't want to have any qualms of exactly what this is, what it does, who works here, what's going on. That way, when this is presented and you guys say here in a package, here's WL Madden in a box for you, it's magic. I want it to appear that way and be that way right from Jump Street with the MLM. When we take this thing on a large level like we're about to do, and you guys can start recruiting other people, I don't want there to be any chaos or turmoil going in. That's why I'm getting as spiritually grounded as I can right now over the next 30 days. I've made a commitment to myself, to some other people in my life, to Bill, to God, to make sure that I take enough care of myself to where I'm as effective as I can be for everything that we're doing. I've already implemented the people and chosen the people that are going to work in different departments that are going to run this company. Okay. We have a gentleman coming on named Marcus Escobedo. He signed with us a while ago. We finally got, he's stepping away from his position at another big company that we really aren't supposed to be kind of talking about. But I will tell you that him coming into the company, he is an amazing team builder and salesperson. We have another fellow by the name of Jay Borelli, one of the best MLM people that's out there. He was is a regional vice president for ACN. It's a $3.2 billion MLM, okay, with a completely different pay structure. The reason why is you have to go and recruit millions of people with that one. Okay, you can't just go out and earn huge thousands of dollars in commissions and then make just money right off your downline. You have to build out huge amounts of people underneath you to start getting paid the big bucks. Okay, we don't want that for you guys. We want you guys to get paid on the top heavy, get some people underneath you, build an organization directly underneath you that we work directly with everybody in your downlines. You get paid a good commission as an override. You guys have a different commission structure than the new people coming on. You guys will always get your 25% and a 10% override for anybody that you bring into the business and all the business that they do. Bottom line. Okay. The new commission structure, again, for the other agents is completely different. So we're going to dump you into the system, but we're going to have to mathematically change your commission structures for founding members and pay you out on a bonus schedule that's a separate check for the commissions that you guys are getting within the company, because your commissions are super high, just to let you know. Okay. Your commission that you're getting on these different jobs, you're getting paid just like a salesperson would, that we have to use anyways to finish closing these deals. So the company is taking the smallest portion of this possible to keep everything going, because this company is not about our company making millions of dollars. It's about us as a group making millions of dollars. And what we decide to do with that money as we go on is going to be up to you guys and God. But I can tell you this, we're going to help you do the very best that you can to build a residual income that will last as long as these companies are using the services that we offer them. You guys will get paid on those. There'll be bonus and commission structures based on recruitments. We do want to have some type of, MLM feel to it where you guys get paid bonuses on recruitments. But again, this is not just an MLM that's built on recruitments. It's more about learning how businesses work and learning how to use these business services effectively. So I'm going to answer a few questions real quick, and then we'll end that for the night. And let's see what we got. We probably have about 1 million questions after all that. So let's take a look. All right. Whoa. Okay. Oh, water is so good. All right. Hi, Alan. Thought I missed you guys. Hey, Queen Bee. Okay, much better this time. Great. Okay, the streaming went good. I will not run an ad for a company that stinks at client acquisition. Me neither. They think it's a scam. Brandon Blunt. They think it's a scam. I don't know what that is. Larry Lacrosse. I'm getting not a thing to no sound, no video. Oh, okay. I got you. In the feed. Okay, Larry's Lacrosse. By the way, Larry's the one who's out there on the streets doing an amazing job. I'm in communication with him. He's talking to Keith all the time. We're going to get a lot of deals closed for that man. He is unbelievably just hitting the streets every day. He's talking to everybody. And he's got me so busy. And that's why when Marcus and his team comes on, I'm passing Larry right on to the best salespeople out there. I can't even field all the calls, even with my 2 guys, with Keith and with the guys that we have. he's sending so much business in, it's ridiculous. But that's how it works. You start doing what Larry's doing, you're going to close deals. That's just the way it is. Jessica, a lot of people that contact me think it's a scam. I can send you a screenshot or 20 later. Of course they do. Why do people think that things are scams? Because almost everything out there is a scam. So that's their first thought is always going to be, this is just another scam, because everything out there is a scam. Now, let me ask you a question. When you guys close a deal, do you guys get money in your hand? So if Brandon can say, yes, I get money when I do something, and Jess said, yes, I got money, I made a video, I got money. If anybody has gotten commissions from us, when Larry gets his commissions, did I get money? When Keith gets his commissions on his deals, did he get money? This is not a scam. You guys are going to work very hard to get to where you're going to go, but this is not a scam. Scams are when people tell you, give me money, and then you send in deals and get deals closed, and they don't pay you for your work, or they tell you they can do something they're not capable of doing, and they're ripping you off for huge amounts of money. So people that think this is a scam, it's because they've probably been scammed before, just like Bill himself. Bill Madden got taken for a huge amount of money. That's why he started this organization. I had guys that used to work for me that destroyed one of my companies because they went out and they took a database full of 30,000 agents and started selling them stuff that didn't exist. Okay? People get scammed all the time. So that's why you have to understand that's okay if people think it's a scam. What you need to do is get them on the phone with us. If they think it's a scam, tell them to go to the Better Business Bureau to look up our rating. Tell them to look at the different reviews that people say things about us. Tell them to talk to the owners. Tell them to see if we're registered and bonded as a company with the Arizona Corporation Commission, that we're in good standings with them, that we have a direct relationship with them. We're bonded. We're licensed. There's no scams going on, okay? Everything is in its place. However, we will help you to overcome that. That is definitely the first objection you're going to get with anything out there. That's why we're creating a series of videos for you to show these people, because right now there's a lot of stuff that's kind of jumbled and all over the place as far as where do you get this and where do you get that. We're going to put everything into such a simple format that Jessa, when they say this is a scam, say, you know what? I can appreciate that you say that. Number one, I've already gotten paid from this company. Okay. Number two, I want you to watch some videos so you understand the work that's involved, because there is work involved. This is a learn as you go program, but they will close your deals for you. So there's nothing scamish about us closing deals for you guys. Okay. There's no scam involved, because as you guys know that are doing work, there is work involved. Okay. Whether you're doing it online or whether you're doing it walking on the streets, talking on the phone, there's work involved to make money with this business. Scams are people that tell you that money is going to rain from the sky, and all you have to do is give them a couple $100. And then all of a sudden, it's going to start to sprinkle $100 bills, that there's no work involved at all. And all you have to do is just give me this. I have a system that you just dump a quarter into, and the quarter turns into $50. Then you dump in the $50, and the $50 turns into $20 million. It does not work that way. Okay. Real business does not work that way. Even the services that we have where we're calling leads for people, we have deals worked out with people where we'll have to recall leads over and over again to make sure that their campaigns go well, because that's one thing that's never going to happen with our company is nobody is going to get scammed or ripped off or anything with this company, because we're protecting people against just that. Okay. So next, Larry, what browser are you using? Oh, you're asking, okay, Brandon, I'm here for the food. Okay, Greg, all that said, can we complete the 3 cents per transaction and processing fees being offered by PCS? Can we compete with 3 cent per transaction card processing fees being offered by PCS? I don't know what that is, Greg Box. I don't even know what that is. So 3% per transaction. There's no such thing as 3% unless it's on a debit card. Again, everybody has to pay the fees. Now, on the cash discount program, there's no percentage. We eliminate all the fees, 100%. Gone, wiped away. So yes, we can beat that fee because we don't even charge 3 cents. We charge 0 cents. So, but we can talk more about that. Again, you're probably talking to someone in the industry that has, you know, some type of pitch that they don't even understand the industry. I'll explain everything to you, but we can definitely beat anything because we are the bank. We have a partnership directly to Visa and MasterCard through our partners that have pass-through. Pass-through means that there's nobody in between us and Visa and MasterCard. Okay. All these other companies that you're talking to, they're working through a third party. Here's the bank. Here's the people you're talking to. And here's you. Okay. So you guys, because you're partnered with us and you're getting a commission directly off ours, are directly working with Visa and MasterCard, where these other people are working third party. Now, you could call us a third party, meaning that, you guys and us are kind of a third party, but we're married to Matt and we split the money with Matt. So usually with companies, it doesn't work that way. Matt charges a fee and then he gives us a rate and then he's always making a rate. That's not the way this works. Just like with you guys, where we split things with you, Matt splits it with us. We do the work. He gives us what he has. And by the way, he's giving us a lot more than just the money, but he's giving us support that you would not believe. Developers with his mobile application, salespeople that he has, things that are equipment for free to some of our people. If a deal needs to get done, he'll shoot them free equipment. You guys can't get free equipment on a 0% processing deal. We'll tell you this. That was a great thing that you brought up. On 0% processing, there's no company out there in the world that will not force them to do a lease on the equipment. Nobody, okay? Matt will give them free equipment if the account is good enough. He'll just give it to them with no lease, no nothing. Here's the equipment, start processing. Nobody in the world is doing that. Nobody in the world is able to reprogram every single piece of equipment and be able to set these people up with the types of situations that they're in with us, with all of these different. You have to understand what what an actual system does is it calculates everything for them in one unique looking system. I'm going to get you guys pictures of a Clover system so you can see what everything looks like and you understand what business owners can do with it, with the rewards programs and everything else. Nobody, and you can call your buddies at whoever, ask them if they can do a cash discount program and use a Clover system and be able to set them up with a mobile application and process right through their website or right through a link with a cash discount. Nobody can do it. It's not possible because Matt's the only company that does it. Okay. So now next, let's take a look. Okay, Larry, I am so ignorant that I cannot answer that question. My computer is about 8 years old and being at poverty level, I don't have extra money to have it checked out. Larry, you know what? I think I have a surprise for you at my house. So what I'm going to do is we're going to talk later. I'm going to talk to you about that situation because you're working so hard. Okay, WCP Enterprises, can you explain more about the cash discount program? What does the merchant have to do to not pay fees? Hopefully you guys got the explanation on video, but I'm going to put a better explanation, again, a separate video just for that program. But yes, a cash discount program takes the fee, it passes it on to the consumer, and the way that it's explained is very simple. Mr. Business Owner, here's what you're going to buy. Here's your pizza, okay? By the way, we have a cash discount. Now, if you don't want to pay the cash discount, that's okay. Here's the price. They swipe the card on their receipt. It has cash discount written across it, and it has the fee that has been now added to the customers that it just says cash discount. So essentially, the way it's explained by the business owner is what's important, okay? It's not a fee that gets added on because they're using a card. It's a discount if they use cash. It's a cash discount program. Just like when you go to Shell gas station, they use a cash discount program. Go to Shell gas station, get your card out, get your cash out, go into Shell and say, I would like to buy gas. How much is it if I pay with this? And how much is it if I pay with this? And they'll give you a difference in price because they use a cash discount program. Okay. Now, Brandon had 3 loan leads come in over the weekend. Hopefully at least 2 stick. That's hoping for a lot. That's the leads that come in. Typically, you're going to get a 20 to 30% rate, just to let you know, Brandon, if you want complete transparency and honesty. But even that's very high. With what you have coming through your pipeline and the way that you're tweaking it, that's still very high. So these deals are going to close. I need that guy's information, by the way. Hopefully you call them back so we can get that application out to him. I sent you an application as well. Okay, Larry. In no use to hang around, I'm signing off. Okay, Larry's computer, he probably needs a new one, so he didn't hear what I was telling him, which is that we're about to give him a free computer. Okay, Dylan. Hey, guys. Okay, Brandon, my voice is not that high-pitched, LOL. Jessica, LOL. Okay, Queen Bee. Incognito. Jessica, show Queen Bee how to do incognito on Google. If you go up to the right-hand side on Google, if you're using Google Chrome, there's 3 little dots, Queen Bee. Click on the 3 little dots. It will say new tab, new window, new incognito window. What that means is that all your cookies and browsers, everything's off so nobody can see what you're looking at. There's nobody spying on you. There's no cookies being left behind. Typically, when you use Google and you're signed in like I do, I sign right into Google and I go search for stuff. I do that on purpose because I want them to market towards me and advertise towards me. Why do I do that? Because I type in things like cash discount program, credit card processing. I want to see what the competition is doing, and I let them call me and I listen to the best of the best of the best of the best. Why? Because I need to be better than them at what I do. So if these guys are calling me with the best sales pitches in the world, and I'm listening to the top companies close deals, and I turn that information over to Marcus, who is by far one of the best salespeople you've ever heard in the world, and he listens to the best of the best of the best, and then I look at what they're doing online for marketing, and I know that Greg, I say, Greg, get it done, bud. He goes and does it. Then people like Brandon build a funnel with leads always coming in it. Now we have the best sales team, the best customer service experience, the best paperwork set up. The process is smooth and the best out there. So just so you know, as we go along, guys, okay, we're going to have the best processes of any company out there to get these things done. Just so you understand business services, there is no easy, simple way to get things done. Everything is a process that needs a consultant. Okay. Oh, and my phone is ringing off the hook. Hold on one sec. And I hear it, but I don't see it. Oh, that's because it's underneath. Yeah. Okay. So I couldn't see the phone is, I could hear it buzzing underneath, guys, but listen, so that's the process that we use for everything. And what we do is we make sure that the process that we use is smoother than the competition. The reason why that we have to do that is because we need the business owners to have a good experience start to finish with us. If they start having questions about their website or they're worried about something that's happening, and then all of a sudden they call into us and they say, hey, Alan, I got a situation going on. Something's happening with my website. Weird phone calls are coming in. We need to be there to answer the phone. And then immediately I need to call Will or Greg, and I need to make sure that situation is taken care of. If they have a situation where something's going on with their loans or their credit card processing machine, we need to pick the phone up, send them out a free piece of equipment immediately to replace that other piece of equipment overnight so they can continue processing credit cards. Anything that they're going to need with our services, we need to be right there, Johnny on the spot, take care of the problem, have them call into our customer service and fix the problem immediately. We're going to make the processes that we use better and better and better. And we've already looked at and analyzed the competition and made decisions about the companies we partnered up with for a reason. Okay, there's a million different banks that can say they can do a million different things, but it's the process that the business owner is going to have with us over the course of time. We started off on Brandon already knows that we've had some different experiences already, and we've had to fix things as we go along. But when there's a problem, we are going to fix it, and we're going to make that process perfectly smooth. So the business owner starts here, and it looks like this. Okay, not like this. Okay, you guys already know, and you guys have been around since the beginning. You guys actually have an inside view that you guys have been with us for a little while. Some of you know me a little bit more personally than others, and you guys know some of the things in the inner workings of the company that need to be fixed as we go along. And we kind of like that you guys get to see that stuff, because I'm going to explain something to you. And I always use this example. Okay, have you guys ever seen what a swan or a duck looks like as it's gliding across a pond? So gracious and smooth. Actually, it's more like this. Hold on. This would be a really good example. Let's do it like this. Ready? We'll do a little fun. Let's see how quick I can make this little funny little thing here. Okay, so hopefully I can make this worth your 10-second wait. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Here we go. I like it. Okay, ready? Oh, yeah, beautiful. Okay. Nice. Okay. Ready? Okay, now watch. Isn't that beautiful? Why am I using that example? The Swan is beautiful. It's gliding across the river. Everything seems to be perfect and smooth. You guys know some of the bigger companies that are out there, when you do anything with them, everything looks like this. Okay? Now, what is the Swan doing under the water? Okay? Under the water, the Swan is battling like this, all the way under the water. There's a lot going on under the water. Okay? That's what, if you take a look at any business and you knew what was going on underneath the business, you probably wouldn't even believe. Okay, I have some personal friends at some very large companies, GoDaddy being one of them. Okay, if you guys knew what the inner workings of that company looked like, especially years ago when it started, okay, you guys wouldn't believe it. You guys wouldn't believe the people that work there. You guys would never believe it if you knew what's going on over there and the inner workings of how everything got set up and what's happening with the company and how it's being, and that's a great company. They're a huge company that came a long way, and they're just an unbelievable force. But what you guys see, okay, well, I don't know if you really see that anymore, but for any big company, you see something gliding across, but you don't see what's going on underneath. You guys are getting a firsthand view of a lot of the stuff that goes on underneath. We're giving you that personal experience, and hopefully you guys appreciate that and understand that. And I don't ever want you guys to be in fear because of it. A lot of people would say, wow, this is what's going on. I don't know. That's when transparency is there, you guys need to understand that's good, because you guys know everything that's actually going on, and you guys know what you're involved with. And the good news is that you guys are going to have the opportunity to watch us do just this. And you guys are going to help us do that. You guys are going to work with us to make everything look like this and not like this. Okay? So we're going to get there together, and you guys are going to love the process as we put it together. Okay? So, and yes, Queen Bee, incognito. Open up your tab, top 3 little hand right things. You got to be inside Google Chrome to do it. Then you go up to the top, and all you do is hit the 3 little buttons at the very top. Open it up. It says new tab, new window, incognito mode. Okay. Next, when you open up Google, okay. Oops, thanks, Jess. Okay, great. You're welcome. An insurance company, a good one to contact. Our insurance companies, a good one to contact. Of course, any company is great to contact. Any company that accepts credit cards, that needs any service, that might need a loan, it all depends what they need. Now, some companies are going to tell you that they're happy with who they're with. That's okay too. We don't need to jam anything down anybody's throat. Believe me, there's plenty of people that are not happy with what's going on with their business services, because the industry is so difficult to find good companies in it. So there's plenty of people out there that need our services. I promise you that. Especially cash discount, because it's sweeping across the nation right now. Everybody will be switching over to it in the next 5 years. Mark my words. So they might as well switch over now. And if they're in contact with us and they have the right information from us, then they probably will make the switch. Okay? Brandon. Oh, my boy. That's my boy, Brandon. Okay. Sleep, Alan. I am sleeping these days. Okay, Dylan. And Dylan, we actually have to talk, Dylan. We were actually in a conversation, but I got it really busy, but I'll be in touch with you. Okay, WCP. How are we sure that each lead is going to be followed up with? It seems like WL Madden grows. It's going to be difficult to follow up with all the generated leads. Will agents be responsible? Okay, that is a great question. Each lead will be documented with a timestamp of the person that contacted that lead with a recording of the conversation. Okay. Now, right now you have Keith, you have me, you have John, you're about to have Marcus and a bunch of other people that work for Marcus that are also going to be taking the calls, because the company is growing to that level. I take a majority of them because I need to learn how to train people the right way to handle the situations. Brandon has heard me on some of these calls. We've taken people already that wanted to get loans into a situation where they're now agents. Okay, why? Because the situation warranted that they actually were a better fit to become an agent than they were to continue operating a business at a loss. Now they can start to use our business services, make more money with us, and then reopen what they were doing and use our resources and attach it to what they're already doing. So we've taken leads from one direction and taken them to a different other. How many salespeople could have done that but me? I don't know, but Brandon heard the whole phone call. So now Brandon can now listen and he said, understand the information, take in what's happening, and then try to use it and duplicate that process. We also need the other salespeople at the company to duplicate my processes, right? So I have to train people in simple little videos on how to do that. But every lead will be followed up with. But I can assure you that it'll be timestamped from now on in your back office. You should get an email back, and you should also get on the lead with notes in it with the person who actually talked to that lead and what they talked to that lead about. And that way you know that each lead is being worked on. If you ever have a lead that's not followed up on, I want you to call the helpline directly. And I want you to call the 480 number on the helpline. That will go to my cell phone and about 4 other people's cell phone. We will pick the phone up and we will take care of that lead immediately. That's our money. That's the money that our company is making. It's your money and our money. So that's why you'll know it's being followed up on, because if we don't follow up on it, we're losing money. Okay. That's the best part about this program. Unlike anything else out there, we make our money, especially my companies. Bill has the potential to earn money over the course of time. Right now, again, we're working at a loss to keep this program running, but Bill's company may have the potential to grow over the course of time, depending on agents and how well they do and all that. My companies are fully dependent on the success of the agents, okay, and some of the leads that we have to call. So I have to become successful with that for my companies to make money. Okay, so that's why you'll know that these leads are being followed up on. And we are very good at making sure that we make money, because that's how we have to survive. Okay, and we will grow and thrive and survive, just like a little plant that starts out in a little crack underneath. You know, you've seen in the cement before, the trees, all of a sudden there's a tree coming out of the cement. How does the tree get through the cement? This little thing just starts growing and growing and pops out and then grows right out of the cement. That's exactly what's going to happen with WL Madden. Bam! And it's just going to grow and blossom into something beautiful. That's how businesses are ran. They start on a little level. They blossom out. They come out with a plan. They get the right people involved, the right systems in place, and then they grow and blossom out into something beautiful. And that's exactly what's going to happen with your businesses and with WL Madden and with each and every one of you that puts in the time and effort to do things the way that you're directed to do them. Okay, some people are going to be better than others. Some processes are going to be slower than others. There's going to be learning curves in different directions. Even I'm always learning, always, always, always. My specialty is sales. But I've learned so much about software, CRMs, database solutions, internet marketing, SEO, all these different things I have knowledge on, because over the past, however many years that I've been looking and researching all these things, I've had to learn different things along the way in order to grow and survive myself in this industry. So you have to understand that we always have to be better than our competition. That's why we put together a system with a live transfer line so that you guys can send those calls to us. Nobody offers anything like that, a direct solution from a business, from you directly to us, so that there's no pass-through, nobody in between that. So yes, you can input the lead into the system and somebody will call it and try to get in touch with that business owner. However, if you do a live transfer of some sort, whether the lead is generated online or is generated by being right in front of a business owner, that's going to be the best way to make sure that they're on the phone with a professional salesperson right away, and we'll do the best job that we can to close those deals. Okay. Yep. Ashley, Jennifer, and Haley. Yep. Brandon, hire more people. Well, we're working on that. Like I just told you, because of people like you, we are definitely working on it. And speaking of which, what we have in store for you. So wait, are you, Haley, and the others kicked in the door? No, we did not kick it on our own door. I'm not sure what you mean. Saying, okay, Brandon, haha, no. They awoke up. Whoa, what just happened? I just lost my place. Oh, they awoke at the front desk. Yes, they broke in. Okay, Dalen. LOL. Okay, LOL. Man, that's crazy. It is crazy. It's ridiculous. This industry is ridiculous. And the people that are in it, well, that shows you the type of people that you're dealing with. So, and you guys have already heard the bad things about all the companies in Arizona and all this and that. That is proof in the pudding of what's going on. Okay? Why do they do that? Because they're looking for your names and phone numbers. You guys have already gotten the call. As a matter of fact, sometimes you guys call me and say, hey, this company called me, Alan. They're selling some program. They said his name was this, and that. That's not their real name. Look up their company. Their company doesn't even exist. Look up the companies of these people and then write, different things. If their company is not exposed online and they don't have a personal social media profile that you can look up that person that you're talking to, then they're a scam. That is a scam. If somebody tells you, my name is so-and-so, I'm with so-and-so company, I can make you all this money and this is all you have to do, say, okay, great. What is your name? What state are you in? What's the name of your company? Look up their social media profile, the salesperson that you're talking to. Find out if they even have one. If they don't have a LinkedIn or professional profile or anything like that, and they say they're a consultant and they're not giving you their full information of who they are, or you can't find their company online and they're supposed to be some big marketing company, but you can't find them on Google, if they can't market themselves, how are they going to market somebody else or teach you how to market? Okay, look them up online. 9 times out of 10, when you look these companies up that are scams, you can't even find their web presence. You have to do a bunch of digging, and then finally you find one little line that has their website name, but there's 3 other companies that have almost the same name because they use the most generic names they can use, and you don't know what's going on with them, and you start clicking, and is that them? Oh, that says bad. There's a bad review there, or is that them? I don't know who they are. You can't even find these companies. Why? They don't want to be found after they take you for $10 or $15 or $20,000. Okay, that's not going to happen with WL Madden. If we're working on any processes with any of you, those processes will be followed through with, and everybody's going to be just fine with everything that we do here. Okay, now let's see, Brandon, just text me 615. Okay, and by the way, guys, like I said, Brandon is putting together a system. Give him time to put the system together. I know that he does some webinars with you guys, but on this other system that he's putting together, these videos, whether we fly him out here to put everything together or we do it over the phone and with video, however we're doing it, we're going to get it done for all of your benefit, and then we're going to sell that system, and you're going to see someone grow right within the company. And one of the products that we're selling is going to be a training system that Brandon had put together. Brandon will make money off that training program every single time that somebody buys into it. Why? Because he built something that we already know is guaranteed to work if somebody duplicates that system, okay? Because it's a system that he's already using that's bringing in leads every single day. Who wouldn't want a lead generator? Who wouldn't want to duplicate a system that's going to make the money? Because see, these other programs where you can learn how to build a funnel, that's wonderful. But where's that funnel going to lead to if you don't have a commission structure or a product to make you money with? Nobody has ever put together a system like this. And now with the introduction of things like with Brandon's tools that he's going to give us, all of us, which is I'm going to take the course myself because I'm going to design it with him. So when we script it out, I get to see the process myself. And he's been grateful enough to share that with me. Do you know how many people would never give up the resources and they would say, this is mine, I'm not going to share it with anybody? And that's just the difference between the way we are, obviously the way Brandon is. And that's why everybody within this community that we have together is working together to make money. We're not separated or divided. Do we have to make money as a company? Yes, that's why we need to sell the system in the future, because our company is literally underwater. Okay, which is okay because we already know what's happening on the other side. Now, the less expensive that we can make things, the better. But the fact is, Brandon deserves to get paid for working the amount of hours that he's put into that system to get to where he's at. I can bet you that he's put probably 3 or 4 months worth of time. And when I'm talking 3 or 4 months, it's been longer than that, but I'm talking about of actual time. If he like not sleeping, but those hours within those months, that block of time is what he's dedicated strictly to learning how to do this, watching videos, learning how to do it, tweaking it, trying this way, trying that way, trying this way. And now he's going to share, he's going to give you a shortcut. So you guys don't have to do everything that he did to learn everything. Just like with us, we're giving you a shortcut directly to a professional salesperson. We're giving you shortcuts. Boom, boom. That way you can get directly to the sources to get the information faster. And it's all about speed these days and the process and how quick you can get information through. And that's what this whole company is based on. We want to give the customer the same experience. Hey, we're going to do this for you right now. Right now, we're going to do this, this, this. Here's the steps on how we're going to do it. This is the timeline of how long it's going to take. We're completely transparent and honest with you, and we're going to get everything done for you. Okay, so Dylan, what's your email? Okay, great. Were the agent ID numbers changed? Yes, they were. So call in for your agent ID number. That was a while ago, though. So if there's any and by the way, if you guys have business cards or something that you guys got made with agent ID numbers and something happened with your, we have them double stamped, so you'll still get credit for anything if you guys had that situation happen. I don't know if that did or didn't happen to one person. Something about an agent ID number changing, but yes, they changed a while back. But you just need to call into Will. It's actually in your back office. It shows you, I think, there's a place that you can look for your agent ID number. So either that or call in to Noel or to Haley or to someone in the morning and just ask them what the agent ID number is. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. They think these are percent is a scam. Oh, the 0%. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, that's because that's what you have to say. So this is how you present that. So, okay, I thought you guys were talking about the home-based business stuff. Okay. So on the 0% processing, if they think that's a scam, don't present it present it like this. Okay. How would you like to pay only $45 a month to process credit cards rather than paying the high rates that you're paying? If you're interested in hearing more about that, I can get you on the phone with someone that explains the program. I know it sounds too good to be true, but it's not. We'll explain exactly how it works. Let me get you on the phone with the person that actually runs that department, and he can explain that to you. Hit the live transfer button, and we'll get on the phone. So I know a lot of people think that that's a scam, but that's because of the way that if you just say, hey, it's free, you have to just kind of put a number with it. And so there is actually one fee that's called a PCI compliance fee. Okay. And so even that fee we could potentially eliminate. Oh no, lost power. We lost power.